Hello, hello, hi, geekpreneur. What's going on? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks just like you make a little extra money um, using social media. So, welcome. Good to see you guys. I know I'm on a decent hour for once, not like super duper late. As you're joining me live, let me know you are here. Let me know where you're coming in from. I am from Southern California. We are live on all channels. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Yay. Tanya, what is good? What's happening? Good to see you here. Welcome. So, I have an interesting one for you. I have a little story for you. A If you knew the ending, would it be would it make a difference? Like, for example, if you would know the ending of a movie, like if you got the spoiler alert, but you didn't pay attention to the alert and you went for it and you got the ending, would it make it a difference when you actually watch the movie? Sumir, live on Facebook. How are you? Welcome. Hey, what time do you have over there in India right now as you're joining me live on Facebook? What time is it? So I'll give you a little story. So a guy goes to his boss. A carpenter goes to his a carpenter goes to his boss and says, "Hey, after all these years, I'm going to retire. This would be my the last project I did. I want that to be my last work. It's 10:40 a.m. Got it. It's 9:13 p.m. here. It would ruin it for me. I won't even watch full trailers. Yeah, it would kind of ruin it for me too. I wouldn't want to know the ending. Dolphin, do it. I was thinking about you today. I'm glad you are here. So this guy goes to his boss and says, "Hey, listen, I'm done. That was my last project. I want to retire. I want to spend some time traveling. I want to go around the world." So the boss says, "You know what? I really appreciate that. You've been here for so many years. Everybody loves your projects. The homes that you build, everybody loves. They last forever. You use absolutely amazing quality and craftsmanship. So if there's any way I could ask you to do one last home for me, I'm glad you're here. One last home for me." And the carpenter is like, I really want to retire. The boss man says, "Come on, one last, and you get to pick where you want to build it, and you get to pick all the stuff, the materials and stuff. I'll even give you that." And this guy says, "Okay, I mean that makes it a little easier." So he starts. He says, "Okay, to the project." He goes about and yes, absolutely, I love that. Do everything with full passion, and I like that. I like that a lot, Samir, and concentration. So he starts to work on this project, and he kind of starts to cut corners. He doesn't really show up to the project on time like he used to. He doesn't check in with the suppliers. He kind of cuts corners. He's slacking. He's not really using the best stuff, and he puts the house together, but it's not his best work, right? Because it's his last one, and he just wants out, right? He just wants out, and it's just his last one, and he really doesn't want to work anymore. So he finally gets the house done. He goes to his boss and hands over the keys to him, and the boss man, for the first time this time, didn't really interrupt or didn't say anything because well, he had told him you can use whatever you want and wherever you want to go. So Bossman says, so you're done. Well, you know what? We really appreciate, I so appreciate all the years that you have put in with my company and all the people that still come here for their homes because of what you had done in the past. And I really appreciate you. So what I want to do is I want to gift this last house to you. And he hands back the keys to the carpenter. The carpenter says, wait a minute, what do you mean? And the boss man says, well, this last home is supposed to be your home. I'm gifting this home to you. And so, hold on one second here. And so the carpenter thinks to himself, well, gosh, had I known this last project would have been my own home, I would have showed up earlier than I used to before. I would have put in a little bit extra work and effort and time and passion into this project. I would have used much better quality material than I've ever used. I probably would have picked a better location. But that was a little too late, right? And so is life. You know, someone said, and I read this somewhere and I love it. It said, life is a do-it-yourself project. You get to use your own craftsmanship. You get to use your own material. You get to put in your own work. You get to show up to your own project. It's one brick at a time, one day at a time. And just like this carpenter, many of us put in a lot less into the day, and at the end of the project, we wonder why our house is so flimsy. We wonder why our house is not strong enough. It doesn't support us. Hey, as you're joining me live, let me know where you're coming in from. I appreciate you guys. If you're not following me, follow me. Let's go. And I follow back as well. So that's just life. That's how we do things. We cut corners, don't we? I know I do. I'm a work in progress. Every day I'm a work in progress. I know we cut corners. I know we do. I know we come short for ourselves. Where we need to put in a little extra effort, we don't. We tell ourselves, you're tired. And then what happens? You are sold on your own thought. Yes, I'm tired. We don't put in any effort on anything else to have plan Bs, right? Cutting corners, it's no bueno. Now, here's the thing. There's a big difference between not cutting corners and going for perfection, right? Cutting corners means there are things you got to do that may even take a little more time or effort, but you got to do them. You know you got to do them to get a better result, but you don't. Let's say you're supposed to take 2 shots per day and you take 1. You know you're supposed to take two, but you take one. You cut corners. Let's say you're supposed to take 3 pills a day and you take one. You cut corners. There's things that we know we got to do, but we cut corners. And there's things that we know we cannot achieve, but we go for perfection there. Like we shoot ourselves, right? We sell ourselves on our own thoughts. Absolutely. Right? So it's very, 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 very important to keep that in mind. And I always start my lives by saying, hey, in hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Meaning that I'm hoping, praying that both of us, we got more out of the day than the day tried to get out of us. Right? And that's putting the effort in, the time in, whatever it takes to put in to actually get more out of the day. To show up earlier, go home later. Why? Because this is our own project. We are our own project. Right? So I hope that that's funny. I hope that you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple people. Let's go. And I am Sean Azimi with sidekicksean.com. And I help folks create a side income using social media. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.